This is Newsline. Good morning and a very warm welcome to Bandula Jayasekara and to Mr. Tilanga Sumitipala, former President of Sri Lanka Cricket and former President of the Asian Cricket Council. Good morning and welcome to Newsline.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on Newsline. Can we get straight to the point? Are you qualified to be President of Sri Lanka Cricket?
I've been the most qualified.
Right.
And I will be, there's no doubt about it.
What is this fever that you have to be on the board of Sri Lanka Cricket?
It's like you've been a journalist.
I see.
And it's the liking, the passion we have for the game and the experience, getting involved. And in return, the acceptance from the general membership. People who wants to transform the game always to a different height, but been consistent with regard to the upliftment of the game. So among the cricketing fraternity, we have been very strong, and they have always been wanting to see me back in the board as the president and to transform this. So I have agreed in principle. So we have formed a fabulous team together. So we are.
So there's so much money in cricket,
Yes, I was going to say, yeah.
No, it's like this. Earlier days, it was not easy. When I remember when I was the vice president in '95, 20 years ago. When we wanted to bring Dave Watmore, we thought we need to have that international experienced coach. We couldn't actually pay his salaries. We couldn't afford to pay $60,000 a year. So that was big money at that time. I think dollar was about 40 rupees, Australian dollar. And then we had to arrange with Australian Cricket Board and bring some money in. When we got him down, we didn't have a car. We couldn't afford to get him. We had to get a sponsor to give him a rental car. I'm just giving you a background. And we only had 4 manual typewriters, 1 air-conditioned room. But things have changed. Why? With ICT, information communication technology coming into the world, that's television rights have walked in. Doordarshan was fighting with Star. They wanted to compete. Star Sports with ESPN. They were trying to get into the entire region as the market leader. Then when you look at the Sky B, which is the British Sky Television, they want to go into the cable and penetrate into Australian television. They wanted to make sure the Channel 9 and the Channel 7 are competing and going into the direct to home as well as free to air. The whole gamut of revenues have changed. The equation has changed. So at the end of the day, viewership decides the revenue. When you have 1.4 billion people playing cricket in next door neighbor, which is in India, the revenue streams have increased. So we had been partnering at the right time, at the right place, as a full member country of top 10 test playing nations. We got that 1/10 of a share, while the globally game has enhanced. So as Bangladesh, so as at that time Zimbabwe. So therefore, when we have seen that, we wanted to structure our administrative line alone with the international revenue streams to make best use of it.
Yeah.
So with that, we did that up to some level and some degree. We have broad-based the game. We have given membership to Jaffna, Trinco, Batty, Vaunia. We formulated associations, that is Southern Province, Western Province, North Central Province, provincial associations were formed. We have changed that, surrounded with international facilities of international venues and so forth. I think game is, we think it's rich. It's going to be richer.
Right.
In time to come.
Talking about finances, I was told a few days ago by obviously a cricket lover. He said the easiest way to become a millionaire in Sri Lanka is to be a billionaire and become the president of Sri Lanka Cricket, and thereafter you will end up as a millionaire. So do you lose a lot of money if you own money when you serve on the board?
Well, I think this is, I don't know where you got this information from. I'm not happy with the way the current employment is taking place, in the sense we are spending almost 500 million, close to $4.5 million for the wages alone.
Sorry,
salaries alone, 500 million rupees a year.
Okay.
Staff salary.
Okay.
So when you look at almost 300 people are working, average salary is about 150,000 rupees a
The
month.
cricket board, it's only the cricket
Only,
board.
not the cricketers,
Yeah.
only the administration.
Right.
I think it's far exorbitant. Absolutely.
Yes, I was trying to get this figure yesterday actually. What is the proportion, how much do our national treasures, as in the players,
No, it's
they
like,
get to this?
it's like this. Next year we are behind 1.1 billion. 2016, 1.1 billion rupees. Our revenue, we have a deficit to match.
Oh, I see.
We are not going to get money because we don't have any inward tours to bring our money in. But 2017 we are going into positive. You can't look at one single year. You look at least a 4-year business plan. So within a 4-year period, we are looking at in dollars, dollar term, 50 million US dollar income. And then if you look at our base cost, international team is very important, our national players. That's why our 6-pillar plan, we have international cricket, domestic cricket, development, administration, finance and communication. These are the 6 pillars in our business plan to work with. The international cricket is very important, therefore we must look at the revenue percentage. If you have a $15 million expenditure plan for a year, which is 60 million for 4 years, then only if you have a excess amount, you can just pump into development. Because you can't sacrifice or reduce for the international team and the players.
Right.
It has to be consistent in line with the international revenue income others are getting. Then you can reduce your admin cost. You can have a very small, vibrant team, outsource. You only get them to do what you want at a time when you need it. Here you have a permanent team sitting there right throughout the year, trying to organize matches, do your basic day-to-day work. 300 people are working in the cricket board.
Is that you think that's too much?
Absolutely too much.
And you will
Too
cut
much.
them all down when you get there?
Our administrative setup is different. We are going to give power to the provinces. Provinces like counties.
That's the thing. If you win, Nishant is confident of winning. He was here with us yesterday. He said
No,
he's
I-
over 98,
He says he's got 96 seats.
96 votes.
I have been the president of Sri Lanka Cricket many a times. I got elected.
Yeah.
I know how the feeling and the voting pattern of Sri Lanka cricket. So therefore, I don't think I will lose. I don't think anybody can defeat me in this election.
You're like a mature wine.
Look, this the thing is, I don't want to discuss it. That's his right to contest. He should be feeling confident that this is an election. My position is, my positive is what I'm strong about, and I want to relay with my stance. It's not fair to discuss his stance or his thinking. Bottom line is,
I've got a question that's come through now. It says Mr. Sumitipala has served 2 elected terms as president, total 18 months. To qualify, shouldn't he have at least 24 months of on exco service? Even Jayanta Dharmadasa does not qualify, question mark.
no, I think you all can't have use Sirasa or your television station to do inquiries now.
No.
Inquiry time is over.
Okay.
40 days notice given.
Yeah.
We have given our nominations.
What you're saying is there's an objection.
Let me. 30 days before that we have given nominations. Then we have given objection time. All the questions raised, all these what you're talking about, been dealt with.
Yeah.
DG has sat with us, given both sides an opportunity. Complainant, people who've been accused, both sides given affidavits, legal representations were allowed, and he has come to a conclusion and given, after discussing with Attorney General's department, AG has given them advice, given to the minister, concluded.
Yeah.
If you entertain every 10 minutes, this election can't take place.
Right.
There is an undertaking given by the minister with the ICC, we are going to have elections 1st week January, because you can't run with interim. So the people who couldn't get succeeded, they are still complaining, especially people who are not contesting, trying to make a mess of this place. I think that's enough is enough. We have
So
enough
what you're saying is objection.
we are objections is one thing. Time is over for that. If anybody wants, they can go to courts after January. But my defense to all these things, all my team, I'm contesting my team with all the positions. Already my treasurer is uncontested, assistant treasurer is uncontested, one vice president is uncontested. 3 out of 7 I have secured in my this election already. Why?
So you're already on your way to taking control?
No, we have already 50% of the member executive committee is elected virtually and given the take control to my team. If you can't even form a set of people to be qualified to contest, if you can't contest the 7 posts, if you have got disqualified, if you can't do a simplest of thing of forming your team who are eligible to contest, how can you run the board? So we are confident in every aspect of it. We have a good team. Look at this. Chayatha Dharmadasa, we invited him. He is our vice president, former president of the board. Mr. Mohan De Silva, former president of the board. Secretary, he is coming as secretary of the cricket board. Assistant secretary, Ravani Krimaratne, he was the former secretary and he is coming as assistant secretary. Shami Silva, uncontested, already treasurer. Tamukala, Kegol president, already uncontested. So we have I was the president before. 3 elected presidents in our 7. Wealth of experience, knowledge and the amount of things we have gone through in life with regard to cricket, I think it's undisputable. And we have got together. We have discussed together for what? We all have a responsibility. We can't be fighting with each other. We have invited people, let's look at Sri Lanka cricket. Transform this into a different place. We have opportunity. We are together in this. So we articulated and come out with the document which we believe is the right thing for the game. After the election, within 3 weeks, we are going to circulate our business plan. We're going to have a 2-day workshop. Get umpires, curators, match referees, cricketers, school cricket associations, all our stakeholders. We're going to have a 2-day conference or a seminar. We will invite few journalists like yourself who are interested about the game right throughout. And we want to have a 5-year business plan from there. By 2020, where are we heading? Administration, development, finance, local cricket, international cricket. And based on that, we're going to have an EGM. And we're going to pass our document agreed by everyone. We only have a vision. We can articulate and we can tell the vision, but the detail has to be agreed with the stakeholders. And we intend to have an EGM within 2 months and that document to be supported. Then there's a continuity, consistency in the administration of the cricket board. So without trying to change the tournament structure, change the way we are playing the tournaments, and then again the development, where to have a ground, which ground to be developed, that cannot be one individual's sort of a fancy or his requirement or a need. It has to be agreed by everyone, majority's view, and supported by the stakeholders. Then we agree with going forward with it.
And what of this? We asked this. We posed the question yesterday to Mr. Ranthunga. Ask you: do you feel that your rights, your natural rights, natural justice, has been denied to you because apparently you are precluded from sitting on the board of the ICC, but you can sit on the board in Sri Lanka. Does that make you annoyed? What are you doing about that? Can you...
This is good that you asked this question.
Yes, we asked the question yesterday as well.
Yes, I was the president of Sri Lanka Cricket. I have been attending ICC meetings in capacity of the director from 97.
Right.
So I never had a problem of going to ICC board meeting. And I was not even the president many a times. When Upali was the president, I went and attended few meetings.
As his proxy.
Yeah, it's a mandate given by the country.
Right.
The Sri Lanka is sending their nominee as a director.
Right.
Can you represent the country?
Yeah.
So, therefore, when Mohan De Silva was the president, I have attended.
Yeah.
So, to start with, anybody board can nominate 10 cents. There's no issue. What has happened when Jeevan Kumaratunga was the minister, same document what they have given here, they have sent it to ICC. The moment you send it, they have to start an inquiry.
Right.
Then I said, I volunteer. So let's have an inquiry. Please have an inquiry. Clear my name once and for all. I got nothing to do with this. All these complaints they are making about. They initiated the inquiry. Then Jeevan Kumaratunga, as the minister, suspended the board and put an interim committee.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to take a break, but we'll come back to the same question straight away. Do stay tuned. Short break. We'll be back with Mr. Tilanga Singh. Welcome back to Newsline, live from the Newsfirst studios in Dawson Street in Colombo with Tilanga Sumitipala and Bandra Sekra. Mr. Sumitipala, please carry on.
When Mr. Jivan,
about your,
Yeah.
the ICC and you.
when Jivan Kumar Tunga suspended the cricket board,
Yeah.
automatically I was suspended from attending the the cricket ICC. Then the interim committee nominated someone else to go.
Yeah.
Then ICC said, now you no longer a member of the ICC. We can't continue this investigation. So one day, once I declare as a director, only they can start that investigation to be concluded.
I see.
That's what happened. Since then, I have never been elected or appointed or interim member or nominated to be the ICC.
Right.
So I can't clear that investigation concludes.
Oh, I see. So
I
you
gave
can't-
undertaking.
okay.
I gave undertaking. They said every time they appoint someone, it costs them about $25,000 to $30,000. ICC lawyers will have to come, sit down with me and clear it up. It won't take 2 hours.
Yeah.
I get elected 3rd of January. I send my name to them 4th morning as a director. They send ICC representative. They look at my asset declaration of the parliament and look at this minister's report. That's about it. Because it's actually country's responsibility. It's a sovereignty. If I'm eligible to contest in Sri Lanka, I'm eligible to attend ICC. But then when I'm not eligible to contest in Sri Lanka, I will not be eligible to attend ICC.
Lanka, what's the business you are involved in? What's
Yeah.
your, apart from being the deputy speaker,
Why
what's the
are
business?
they? What
Where
are
do you
the
get your
businesses that you're involved in that are at odds with the ICC? Because I'll ask you to explain.
Say it again.
What are the businesses that you are in that are annoying or against
No,
the
they-
ICC?
I must tell you this. There's nothing. All this betting thing came up
Yeah.
because of Hansi Kronia. Hansi Kronia was he got involved with betting and he confessed.
Yeah.
And he was sentenced life. Removed him from cricket. With that, 7 names came up, including two players of Sri Lanka.
Right.
That is, Arjun and Aravinda was involved with taking $15,000 at Lucknow match, a test match, including them bribing and match fixing. All the others like Salim Malik and then from Martin Crowe, plus Azharuddin, Alex Stewart, like all the other people who got involved been sentenced, suspended, removed, except Sri Lanka 2 players who supposed to have taken $15,000. So what has happened from there onwards, we started changing the law, changing the rules of the ICC. We wanted to protect people getting involved who can fix matches.
Right.
So because if you look at England cricket, at the laws itself they are taking betting
Yeah.
at the cricket grounds. Australian cricket ground they are taking betting. What they look at is legitimate betting operation. They say encourage. Illegal match fixers should be dealt with. Because what happens, say, if you are a bookie, betting man, and if he is not an official betting, he goes and bribe the cricketer and fix your odds and make money.
Right.
He comes and put a bet with you and get the player to give up the game, and he makes money because you don't know, you are working on the merit of the player to lay your bets, because you are a traditional official bookmaker. So on that light, all the laws came in to defend the legitimacy and illegal to be eradicated. So I had nothing to do with it. It was never my business with regard to betting or gaming. When these rules came up, when they have put all these documents put together to relate me with betting industry, they have to start investing. Then they found I have
What's
got.
the business you are involved in?
Wait, I have a lot of assets. I am into various asset declaration. I can show my asset declaration. None of my businesses, my trading businesses, my asset development got anything to do with illegal operations in this country.
Not publishing either.
No,
Your
I
brother
used
isn't
to. I am the one who started Lakdivan. I was a publisher then. But I have left that company.
You were a publisher in the sense you were a shareholder in the publishing company.
I was.
Yeah.
I was not any longer.
Right.
So time and time again, every time
Does that preclude you from, if you were the publisher, if you were the shareholder of a newspaper, would that disqualify you?
Earlier only a journalist couldn't come.
Right.
Cricket board constitution says if you are a director of a newspaper, you can't come.
Right.
So if you are a director, that means cricket you can't come if you are a director of or a shareholder of a newspaper company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sports law prevent you coming if you are a journalist.
Oh, I see.
So either way, for cricket you can't come directly or indirectly.
Lanka, there's a question from Katana. Is Sri Lanka cricket subject to court investigations? Do you believe Mahinda Rajapaksa backed Nishanta against you? Why? Question from Katana, from one of the viewers.
I don't think Mr. Rajapaksa is getting involved. Rajapaksa family is not getting involved for this cricket election at all.
No, what I'm saying, he's asking, do you believe MR backed Nishanta against you? He's talking of the past tense.
No, I don't think Nishant never contested with me before. He was only the secretary. I don't think we should drag any of family, the Rajapaksa members. They have nothing to do with this particular election. So I think we have to be.
So what he's saying, Tilanga, is that you don't have any interest in any of these businesses that the ICC debar, like gaming and publishing and so on.
Yes.
And therefore,
but you said you have assets, but how do you get this? Is it from the family business? Isn't it
of
from
course,
the family
I have the
business?
inherent wealth. I'm a rich man.
but will you become poorer if you go to the cricket board?
Or you become richer?
No, actually, because this is
Obviously it's a passion, you don't get paid.
No, I think if you look at somebody will have to run this game.
Yeah.
So people, I mean, I'm not going to be there forever. We need quality, caliber people who can transform this game into a different height. We can't do that with one individual. That is why we have invited top quality people in our team to take this into a different height. As I said, we have passed 3 presidents. Mathivanan, contesting vice president, he was our former president, vice president. I mean, if you look at the entire team what we have, it's not an individual, you know. It's if you look at all of us have been involved.
Some people disqualified. I saw it in the papers.
Yeah,
in the papers.
he was, but he filed an action at the Supreme Court.
Mathivanan,
Asanga has never been elected. He was appointed. He has a time problem, I think. Mathivanan was elected, so that he's fighting for. He filed action, so that is before Supreme Court now. He filed a FR. Now, going back to, one can ask why this same kind of people coming back.
Yes.
That's a reasonable question. But at the end of the day, if you are competent, if you are knowledgeable, if you are experienced, if the membership is of the view you are the best people to run, you have a right to contest. It's like any other industry, any other chamber. Doctors will know who is the best doctors to be in charge of the doctors union or the association, like engineers. I mean, I've been there for 20 years, from 1995. So people have believed, you know, they have believed and they are believing in me. And
but Tilanga, is it like politics, right? People say dirty politics, dirty cricket, people don't want to, decent people don't want to get in, or is it something like that? People don't want to get into this fights and
tell
problems.
me any indecent person who had got elected.
No, I'm saying the same names, you know, so that's questionable and it's debatable, which we don't have time. But I'm asking, why is that interim committee always Vettamunis and
Yes, that's true. Why are the Vettamunis always interim?
Narmada Sudipal has come for the cricket board.
They're
interim committee Gunasekharas and Vettamunis.
No, the thing is, cricket constitution is very clear. Unless you serve the game for 2 years, you can't be a office bearer.
So that was the question this guy asked.
Unless you have played for Sri Lanka. If you have played for Sri Lanka, represented Sri Lanka, then you can be a vice president, assistant secretary, assistant
But you
president,
can't be president.
for 2 years.
Right.
You work with the team for 2 years, then you learn the entire operation, then you can elevate to be the president.
Right.
So that's a very fair.
So you've got this great team that you've just spoken about. Why couldn't you attract people like Mahela or Kumar Sangakkara and so on?
They just left the game. I think they want to see that good domestic cricket structure is going to take place. Mahela is in touch with me. He wants to know whether their plans, whatever they have advised, the current interim board will continue. I said yes, I will look at it. Simply because I have seen the outline, but I don't know the details of it. I'm the one who initiated the provincial cricket tournament 10 years ago. Mahela was one of our first captains who captained North Central Province. Chaminda Vas was captaining, Murli was captaining. We have got the 5 provincial teams up and running because we wanted to make. We are playing a domestic cricket as close as possible to the international team. So we assigned a put a match referee, umpires of international standard, manager, physio, trainer, put them into 5-star hotels, kept that squad going, compete that 5 teams with each other to bring our local tournament into the top level. But I don't know the nitty-gritty of what they have proposed. I just want to have a look at it and then support it. Provincial system is a must. We are totally supportive of it. And Mahela and Sangakkara has got so much to offer, and they have just left the game, so they must be knowing the immediate need of the current team and what they are looking at, which we are not privy of. We don't have that knowledge compared to what they have. We have been a little away with them, so we need to bring them back.
Why don't you do a cricket Yahapalane? After elections, get together with Arjuna, all get together and do a cricket.
What's the dream? What's the dream administration team? The dream team.
Dream team.
Who would it have? The dream team.
I think you can do that from your channel, and you can get people to say these are the candidates, contestants.
Yes, but then
like what you are doing at the Cricket World Cup.
But is this a bit of a? Will there be an ego problem? Can we envisage a system where you have Tilanga Sumitipala, Upali Dharmadasa, Arjuna Ranatunga, the other Dharmadasa, and Nishanta and Asanga Seniviratna and so on, coming together to form the dream team
without any egos?
No, I don't think I have a problem with that.
Right.
Because
have you? Did you invite Upali to join you?
Actually, Upali and I have worked together.
Yes.
He was president before me, 96, 97. I was his vice president. Then I became the president of Sri Lanka.
Then you all ousted Anna Puncheva together.
Yeah, 98.
Wasn't that awful? The man who won the World Cup for us.
No,
they got together and ousted him, Dharmadasas and Sumatipalas.
No, I was a sitting vice president from 95.
Yes.
I had a competition. 2 people wanted to contest for the vice presidency. In the process of my contesting my vice presidency, Anna had put a vice president from his camp. So when people voted with me, people voted my team. My team, I had to vote against his team, so obviously he got hammered. So I think at that time Upali was supporting my crowd, and then we got through. So that's about it.
Thank you very much, Tilanga, for being with us this morning and for explaining the intricacies at Sri Lanka cricket. What do you say? Do you think this dream team will come true, Bandula?
It might be just a dream. I'm sure it will be a dream.
Well, it's better to live with some hope than no hope. And tomorrow morning we have got a very interesting character, AC Ajit Pereira, who's going to be here and to share his stories on Sri Lanka cricket. In the meantime, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest achievement. On that note, I wish you a very good morning from Newsline. Take care and God bless.